Hi, I'm Steph and welcome to Lesson 5, where we'll be exploring the nature of continuity and change, and we'll be looking at evolutionary change, transformative change and resistance to change. So the first thing that we want to look at is change as a concept, and we're going to explore that in terms of our forest of trees analogy. Trees live in communities, and so what happens to those communities of trees over time? They have some evolutionary changes, which is mainly the trees grow and things change slowly over time. There can also be transformative change, for example, if a bulldozer bulldozed our community of trees to build a shopping mall. So that's land links, and that's symbols and images. So that's the first part of the lesson. Now I'll take you through the second part of the lesson. So you're going to play this video for students, and as you play this video for students, you're going to ask them to write down anything that comes to mind while they're watching it.
Esta canción se llama Te recuerdo, Amanda, y es una canción que habla del amor de dos obreros de ahora, de esos que usted mismo ve por las calles y a veces no se da cuenta de lo que existe dentro del alma de dos obreros de cualquier fábrica, en cualquier ciudad, en cualquier lugar de nuestro continente. Te recuerdo, Amanda. Te recuerdo, Amanda, la calle mojada, corriendo a la fábrica donde trabajaba Manuel. La sonrisa ancha, la lluvia en el pelo, no importaba nada, ibas a encontrarte con él, con él, con él, con él, con él. Son 5 minutos, la vida es eterna en 5 minutos. Suena la sirena, de vuelta al trabajo, y tú caminando, lo iluminas todo, los 5 minutos.
Okay, so you get the idea from that. The next thing you do is you play them this second video, along with giving students a copy of the lyrics which have been provided in your course materials.
We're going to do a song which my grandpa Adrian Mitchell wrote with her dad, Arlo Guthrie. So it's all completely coincidental that we're playing together.
Chile, live like a shooting star. He fought for the people of Chile with his songs and his guitar. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Victor Hara was a peasant. He worked from a few years old, stood upon his father's plow and watched the earth unfold. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. When the neighbors had a wedding, one of the children died. His mother his hands were strong. Victor stood in the stadium. His voice was brave and strong. He sang for his fellow prisoners until the guards cut short his song. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. They broke the bones in both his hands. They beat him on the head. They tore him with the electric shocks, and then they shot him dead. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong. Victor Jara of Chile, he lived like a shooting star. He fought for the people of Chile, and with his songs and his guitar, his hands were gentle, his hands were strong. His hands were gentle, his hands were strong.
So we can see through those videos there that the story of Victor Jara then becomes the narrative through which we discuss resistance to change. So it's a story sharing, it's a narrative. We're talking about Victor Jara of Chile as an individual and what happened to him, and we use that like a framework, like a lens through which to explore the concept of resistance to change, and that helps to anchor it for students and give it a human face. So I hope you enjoy that lesson. I've found it to be fabulous all the times that I've done it. So hopefully you get really good results from that. Thanks.